Hi everyone, Shane here from Metro Punting. Today I thought I'd do a quick preview on the Goodwood Handicap race at Morphettville tomorrow. So let's jump in and have a look. So the forecast is for sunny weather the next couple of days. The track is currently rated a soft 6. I'm hoping it gets back into the soft 5 range, which I think it will. Let's jump in and have a look at the speed map. So looks like there'll be a bit of pace with Xylong, Sunlight, Jungle Edge, G-Char, Order of Command pushing forward. Then a bit of a bunch behind them. So the pace should be pretty even. I don't think it'll be super fast, but they'll go pretty even. Settling positions after the first couple of 100 meters. I've got Sunlight, Jungle Edge leading, Xylong, G-Char, Order of Command, Behemoth just behind them. Then Little Contra trekking just behind them. Let's have a look at the database and look at the profile of the winner of the last 20 odd years. So as we can see, the age 4 or 5 is the most common. Price, it's a good race for good price winners, with Black Caviar winning in $1.05 a few years back to lots of 20 to 1 shots, with the average price being around $14. Days before the last start, anywhere from 14 to sort of 50, with about the average being 31. Lead up runs, 2.75 is the average, so 2 or 3 lead up runs. 1 to 4 is sort of common. Finish position last start, this is a good guide. Most runners had finished first, second or third at their lead up run. And then the weights, it used to be a handicap, but now it's a set weights and penalties race, with the better horses up the top of the weights having a good record in the last 6 or 7 years. So if we run that through our system, we're looking for a horse who placed first, second, third last start. So we've got Trekking, G-Char, Jungle Edge, The Inevitable, Order of Command, Behemoth, Lyre and Xylong. Lead up runs 2 to 3, so Trekking's had 2, G-Char's had 4, Order of Command 2, Lyre's had 4. Age 4 to 5, so Trekking is 5, G-Char 4, Order of Command's 5, Lyre is 3. Days since their last race, Trekking 28, G-Char 28, Order of Command 10, Lyre 4, so the average from memory is around 30. Price, the majority of the winners have come between the $4 and $9 range. So we've got Trekking at $7.50, G-Char at $3.70, Order of Command $14, and Lyra $15, where the average is around that $14 mark. And the best horse on the map, in my opinion, the favourite G-Char is gonna, if he gets across and doesn't get trapped 3 wide, which is a chance of, he'll be in a good spot. They'll run along. Sunlight and Xylong like to go along. They got blinkers on Sunlight the first time, so she'll want to go along pretty quickly. The horse I'm looking at as the best mapper is Trekking. He's just going to be just behind the speed, too wide. He can peel out when he's ready and come into it, and he's got a really good sprint home. So jumping back into the profile, Trekking pretty much ticked all the boxes, and at $7.50, I think the favourite's probably a good chance at $3.70 G-Char, but I just like Trekking at the $7.50 if we stick to our price of between $4 and $9. So having a look at running my over the rest of the field, Santa and Elaine, I just think he might get a bit too far back. I don't like dropping back from 1400 to 1200. He's a very good horse with a good sprint. I just think the age is catching up with him now. I'm just not sure if he'll be able to get home over the top of these horses. Trekking, the only negatives I can find is he hasn't won with a 4-week break before, but I don't think that's too big of an issue. But he'll be a good chance. G-Char, he looks the progressive horse on the way up. If he gets trapped out wide, then it might be a bit hard for him. I think his best form's around the 1100, but he's only 4 years old, so he's getting better. So he's good. If he got to $4, $4.40, he might be worth a bet, especially if he slots in, then he might be hard to beat, local horse. Sunlight, I'm not sure what to make of her. I think she's come back from an injury. I just don't know whether she's come back yet. She might need a bit more racing to get back to her best. Zatori, he's a pretty good horse. He hasn't raced for 8 weeks. He comes from the back. It might be a bit hard. If they don't go that fast up front, it might be hard for him to get over the top of them. Well, Jungle Edge, he's a wet tracker. The Inevitable, he's a little horse. He's not really suited at the weights. His last run was pretty good, but he's going to have to go back from a wide barrier, and it might be hard for him to get over the top of him. Aura Command's in good form, recent form. He's going to be perfect on the map. I'm just not sure. He might need it a bit wetter. It's a big jumping class, but he is racing really well. Behemoth, he ran second in the race last year. He's mapped pretty well. I just think he might have needed another lead-in run to be fit enough to win this. I heard the trainer say the other day he was more looking at going up to Queensland for a 1400 metre race to Stradbroke, so he might be a run short. Bold Star, I don't think he's suited in this class. He's going to be back on the fence anyway in a tricky spot. Liar, I thought her chance to win was last week. She's going well. She could run into a place, but I don't think I'll be having her as a winning chance. Xylong, I don't mind this horse. She good tough win a couple of weeks back. She's going to be on the pace following Sunlight. If it's an on-pace bias, she's strong. She'll be sticking on. I think she's a good progressive filly that will probably be running well in the spring. Freedet's been scratched, and Birdie not in this class, and Little Contra not in this class. So if we have a look at the odds at the moment, so the favourite's around 360, 380. If it got out to $4, $4.40, I'd be interested. But the one I'm going to back is tracking each way at that $7.50 mark. It'll be about $2.60, $2.70 to place. So I'd probably suggest something like a 1x2. So if you bet, $5 the win, $10 the place, something like that would be my suggestion. So there we go. That's the preview of the Goodwood Handicap. Good luck, everyone. Hope you get a winner, and hope we've picked the winner in this race. And happy punting.